XPs, how you guys doing today? We are it's the end of the week, right? It's Friday. I am currently in Ohio again. Every time I'm coming live to you guys, I'm always in Ohio. And it's been raining and it's been cold today, but nonetheless I'm here and I want to check in with you guys because it's been a minute, right? So a couple things I want to talk about today. First things first, earlier today I posted a opportunity for anyone that's close to the Charleston, South Carolina area by way of all aces. They're looking for a driver for their PGA client for Tuesday to take a 26-foot box truck down from Charleston, South Carolina down to Jacksonville, Florida. And they're paying $400 to do that. So you don't have to have a CDLA license. And if you or anybody you know in that area, if they're looking for an opportunity, definitely go ahead and check out that post in the group. I pinned it to the top to be featured, and reach out to Vanessa. I put her contact information in the comments, and let her know if you're interested in or available, or if you know someone who's interested and available as well. She broke down the stipulations as far as the pay, and also they'll be offering a rental car from Jacksonville to get you back up to Charleston, South Carolina, or if you're in one of the neighboring areas. So definitely pass that post along, share it, or reach out to Vanessa if you're available and you're interested. All right. I also posted another article in the group regarding something that Factory 360 is going to be doing pretty soon, or they've already actually started the program in the Miami area with FIU, Florida International University. As we know, the pandemic changed the scope of the events in the experiential marketing industry some, but the great thing about it is that with the summer coming along, with spring coming along, we're seeing an influx and more festivals and more events being confirmed for the summer, which means that there are going to be more work and more tour opportunities and event opportunities for EXP. So that's exciting. But what's also exciting is that Factory 360 and their team, they understand the importance and the value of educating and investing in the youth, and the fact that, you know what, you don't need a college degree to work in the experiential marketing industry. You can actually move up, excel, and make great money, working and obtaining consistent opportunities within the industry. So they're taking a unique approach to it. They're actually going to be working with the university to, they put together a pilot program that they're going to be doing at the university to educate students on the experiential marketing industry, because there's already traditional marketing within the university's curriculum, but there's nothing regarding experiential marketing. And oftentimes, I know other EXPs can relate, especially those that have been on tour. You have account managers, you have senior executives and staffing coordinators who have never worked in the field. And it can be extremely tough from a communication standpoint, and actually from a field standpoint, when you're executing tours, working with these individuals who have no field, no prior tour experience, explaining the logistics and the day-to-day operations and the things that go into effectively and successfully managing and executing a tour on a day-to-day basis. So this is going to be great, because it's going to get the ball rolling and give students an opportunity to actually understand the industry from a field perspective. They're going to get firsthand knowledge, experience, and expertise there, but it's also going to allow students to see the potential and the opportunity to work within the experiential marketing industry. I know so many of you, ask about having a minimum, ask about having a union, ask about having a standard pay for different positions. Well, we got to start somewhere, and we got to start putting parameters in place and education or certifications to be able to demand that pay, or that union, or the expectation that many of you are looking for with regards to making the experiential and marketing industry not only one that continues to be profitable for EXPs, but something that's long term and that can develop into an actual full-time. It is already a career, so I don't want to use the term career, but a full-time opportunity in a full-time industry, where it can not necessarily wipe out what marketing events and what marketing stands for, but just provide another avenue in another realm for those to work within the marketing industry, but work on the experiential side. So it's definitely exciting, and it's definitely cool, and I've connected with the owner as well to talk further and continue the discussion further. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on the progress of that. All right, but let's go ahead for a second and talk about the question that I posed today, because we've been getting some pretty interesting responses and answers from everybody, and I want to provide my take on it, right? So if you guys haven't been going through the timelines, going through the posts in the group, today I asked the EXPs, you know, what would they prefer? Would they prefer a 850 credit score, a $250K cash stipend, or the opportunity to execute a program for their favorite brand, whether it be in market or on tour full time, and make $5K a week? Now, this could go all types of ways, right? And here's my thinking on it. Credit score, right? I'm pretty good on the credit score, so I'm already X that one out. The $5K a week to execute a program for a brand of my choice, or the $250K. $250K, I like the cash option, but I also look at the tax implications on it, and looking at right now realistically, how can I actually flip that money and make it work for me? Which is, it's not hard, because you got so many means. You got crypto, you got stocks, but to see an immediate return right now in the market that we're in the state of everything that's going on, it's going to be tough. Now, granted, we got NFTs, we got so many things coming down the pipeline, right, in the future, in the next couple of months, and heck, by the end of this year, where they're saying a lot of millionaires are going to be made, you know, from the investments that they make right now. So if you got a strategic plan, if you got an accountant, if you got somebody that you can work with that could put a financial plan together for you to see that money flip and to see that return, by all means, I say, if that's $250 and you already have a plan for it, a smart plan and a smart investment, and you have a good tax accounting, by all means, that's the option for you. But that $5K a week, if you do the math over 2 years, that ends up being more than $500,000. Now, granted, if you do it right, you can write off a lot of your expenses on tour. If you work under your business name, pay yourself, you know, through a W-2 and some other things you could do, right? You can make that money work for you. And the great thing about it is you'll have the option to either work nationwide tour or in market. So if you take the in market option, who's to say that you still can't work other things or be a part of other opportunities when you're not executing the tour, right? Also, you get a chance to work with your favorite brand. So if you have a choice to choose what brand you want to work for, I think Travis said he would do the Rihanna concert. If you had an opportunity like that, like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to either be on a music festival program, a music festival tour, or to work with your favorite brand, it could open up so many doors for you and lead to other opportunities. So you definitely got to weigh your options. For me, I'm going to have to go at the 5K. I'm going to go at the 5K, have the choice to work whether in market or a nationwide tour, and be a part of that opportunity and really leverage that to be able to network and create other opportunities for myself and for other people within the industry, because it could open up and provide opportunities for me to staff programs, to bring on other qualified EXPs, and to be able to help so many people. So, and the opportunity to network too. So I'm gonna have to go at the 5K, y'all. That's my choice. The 850 credit score is good, but there are ways right now, even without an 850, that you guys could take advantage of credit, right? Obtain credit cards, use your credit to your advantage, and obtain those credit cards and leverage those lines of credit and use that credit as cash to start your business, to help you pay down debt. I mean, there are so many opportunities out there with credit cards, especially with the economy in the way that it is, for you to take advantage of credit cards and credit opportunities, even with not having an 850 credit score. You just got to know how to do it. You got to know where to find the opportunities and where to leverage it. All right. But credit is important too, and a lot of times credit is more valuable and more important than cash, because your credit score can get you in the door and get you lines of credit and get you vehicles and get you trade lines where your cash won't be able to, because they need to see oftentimes that credit history. They need to see what you've been able to establish with your credit and how you're able to, as far as your payment history is concerned, if you're able to pay off things in a timely manner. So your credit is important as well. But that $5K a week, I can do so much with that. So you definitely gotta weigh your options. Everybody's situation is different, so I'm not here to judge. I love seeing all your answers, but it really forces you to really think about, okay, do you play the long-term game or do you play the short-term game with regards to your situation and your finances? And how can you leverage, if you took that $150,000, how could you leverage that right now to put yourself in a position long-term to where you can benefit from that money? Because at the end of the day, we got to play the long-term game. And we see the way that things are right now in society and how, you know, inflation and everything is affecting our households, our bottom line, and our expenses. So you really got to start, and I tell you guys this all the time, even within the experiential marketing industry, I've been preaching this since day one, have a plan B, C, D, and E. And it's important. I know one of the EXPs said that, hey, if I took the 5K and my tour got canceled, then what do I do? Now I'm out of that opportunity, and I could have took the money and just made the money work for me. So you got to look at the different options with anything, whether that be the experiential marketing industry, whether that be your business, whether that be you starting a business and really trying to figure out, okay, what's your next move if the experiential marketing industry or events don't come back. Really don't see that happening, because the summer and the spring, we're already slated to have a lot of events going on, but you just never know, right? We didn't learn nothing from the pandemic. We learned we can't count on society, we can't count on the economy, and we can't count on this industry to be our priority, our main bread and butter, guys. You got to put some things in place. You got to have a plan. You got to have stipulations in place, and you can't just depend on the government, PPP loans. You can't depend on none of that. All right. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that as we go into the weekend. If you guys are out there executing events, you guys make sure you stay safe. Make sure y'all reading y'all pre-event paperwork before you actually go out and execute your event. I've been seeing a lot of posts and comments about EXPs not really coming on site and being prepared prior to actually executing their event. I don't care if you're a brand ambassador, tour manager, team lead, product specialist. Take the time to familiarize yourself with the event guidelines, with what's going to be required, with your roles and responsibilities, with the key talking points for that brand, product, or service. All right. Clients are watching, brands are watching, account managers, staffing coordinators. With brands being a little tight on budgets, they are finding ways to not necessarily eliminate, but work with certain agencies and things as small as you as a BA or as a product specialist not coming on site and knowing your key talking points and knowing how to convey proper information, or you being late, or you not engaging with consumers. If that client is there and they see that could affect that agency being able to renew and actually be awarded that contract in the future, which then could keep you from obtaining future opportunities with that agency. So definitely, guys, make sure you're taking the time, make sure you're doing your homework, make sure you are preparing yourself, make sure you are equipping yourself, make sure you are putting your best foot forward. You are a brand within a brand, as I always say. So make sure you guys are representing yourselves accordingly. All right. More than anything else, You are the brand, all right? So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do so that you're able to maintain those consistent opportunities within the experiential marketing industry. All right, so let me just wave at a few EXPs before I get off. Oh, Elizabeth said, the greatest advice I ever received was never have more than 30% of your income coming from one place. This pairs well with what you are saying. Yes, hey, I completely agree. The name of the game now is to have multiple streams of income, to diversify your portfolio, whether that be in investing in stocks, whether that be crypto, whether that be making sure you have a Roth IRA. You know, these are just small things that you can do to plan for retirement and to make sure that you are diversifying. You got to have another business outside of the experiential marketing industry, whether you love creating, you have passion projects and you love creating products and services, whether you want to go into drop shipping, whether you want to become a brand influencer and promote other brands via social media, whether you want to be able to leverage social media and create a brand and create a page. There are so many ways now, to legitimate ways to create multiple streams of income. You just got to find your lane. You can't try to do what everybody else is doing. You got to find something that you love to do. Stick with it, be consistent with it, and give it time to grow and develop, and tap in with other like-minded people who are in the same circle, who are already doing what you're trying to do. Because when you see those individuals doing it, it's going to motivate you and keep you grounded and keep you on the path to where you're trying to go. All right, not everybody is meant to be in your circle. You're not meant to follow everybody. Not every influencer, not every business is for you. So tap in with the people who are like-minded, who are going or who are already in the direction you're trying to go, so you can stay motivated, so you can connect with them. Even ask for mentorship, right, and coaching, and allow them to step in and to coach you. And you got to be coachable, and you got to be willing to listen and learn from those individuals to grow, even within the experiential marketing industry. If you're looking to get on tour, when you're executing an event as a brand ambassador, talk to the tour managers and ask them, hey, what do I need to do? How did you get to where you are? What are some of the challenges? What are some of the obstacles you face? What would you do different if you had to go back and do it again? And really hone into that and listen to those individuals, all right? But outside of the experiential marketing industry, it's up to you, right? Even in this industry, it's up to you. You decide the lane you want to go, that you just decide a direction. And that's the great thing about working in this industry, because you have the freedom and the opportunity to build business outside of this industry, but to also create a brand and a name for yourself. It's all about positioning. It's all about leveraging. It's all about networking. But more importantly, in anything you do, it's about putting the work in and being consistent. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You guys enjoy your weekend. Be safe. I look forward to seeing the rest of your answers. If you guys know anybody in the Charleston area, definitely go ahead and send them that post from Vanessa at All Aces. But you guys enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And I'll talk with you guys next week. Later.